What I think might have happened is actually like a lot of things, like basically just like JFK and Nixon and some other people, they were running around saying that they had built some stuff, and I think NASA or NASA, not NASA, but this guy NASA or whatever, he was this Filipino guy or whatever, um, just drove around, and like I said, I was paying for the dam in whateverville that he was at, and he was driving like one of the cars that I had given to someone, I think, and he had actually shot that person, I think, like that, and that's how he came to power. He shot my German person or whatever and killed him, and then took his car basically and was driving around saying, "Oh yes, I have the money. We have the money for this. Yeah, so we got this thing." And he basically just posted this fake news thing where he was building a dam and for Filipinos, yes, and he was basically just drive up to the job site, in the car and just like point around and like try and get on. And I think they kicked him off the job site a couple times. I think it was the Irish might have been there or something like that, and they had I forget the Irish people often did security for me and stuff like that because anyway they knew how people took advantage of me and how people they understood like I said, the IRA actually got to the point where Irish Republic, whatever, they got to the point where they started to understand the world as a whole, and what true leadership really is. And like the IRA, it's really just Irish people that got together, pipe fitters and all kinds of people that just got together and they wanted to make a nice place for themselves. Anyway, they were doing this little project or helping the me do this little project or something like I say the Irish found out a long time ago that pretty much Lucifer Star, I'm a great guy and basically I lead people in the right direction. So we were doing the dam, and like I've done dams with like the British and all kinds of other people. Sent my people around to do dams and stuff like that, and generally they're good for mining and hydro dams. Then you could do free textiles and great presses and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's free energy, so why not use it? So I've been doing that for a long time. So anyway, so NASA, I guess, or NASA. He probably said he probably had a space agency too, or whatever. It's just one Filipino guy, big guy. He's pretending to be like a thing. He was a boxer and basically punched a bunch of people out and abused his wife and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, though, I think he posted a bunch of news stuff saying like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and he had a rally and he paid the people with drugs or money or whatever to be like, "Oh yeah, this is NASA getting his people together or whatever." And I think there's just like 3,000 people there or something like that, or 1,000 or 800 or something. It wasn't even that many of a rally, and he paid them or something, or gave them money or something, or drugs or something. And he was just like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." Anyway, and he was just a guy, and like I said, he had nothing to do with the dam that much. Anyway, I found out about it, and of course, German went in there because I mean, I run a business, I mean, and usually I use the power dams for other things, and plus I also figured out a way to meter the power, so you can actually, I think Germans did that, or the English did that, so you can meter the power, so you can actually get money back from that. So you can spread out the costs to where you can actually like borrow like or just print money and print like $500 million, and then like you'll get that money back, slowly over time. And it's this little trick that you can do like a lasso. It's like, it's like you're printing money like crazy and devaluing your money, and then that money is going to get revalued over time as the larger group or the group pays for what's called. So it's actually like a loan in time and space kind of thing, where you print money like crazy and your money would be very devalued, but it's not devalued because of the fact that you're going to make that money back, or at least some portion of that money, or all or more of the money, where you actually get to this point where you're breaking even, and then your money is getting more valuable. And there's this lasso effect. Anyway, I figured it out. Anyway, I was using that a lot, not just paying using drug money, whatever, but I started using what I call the lasso effect or whatever, where basically you print money like crazy, and then as people buy those things and stuff like that, you get that money back because and that actually goes into the whole of of the thing, because you're getting, people pay that money. So basically, all those workers are still getting paid. Only only you're getting that money back over time. Anyway, instead of just like, well, I mean, it takes time to build things. Anyway, though, it's this lasso effect that I figured out, or I thought of. Basically, the overtime amount is less than the initial, so you actually make a lot of money or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. It's just one of my theories, or I was like, this might work. When I was trying to fund things, people were like, well, where are you going to get the money? It's like, well, I'm going to print it, and then I'm going to get it back over time. So I was able to do a lot of things like new factories and paying lots of money to people, where you would think I was devaluing my money, but I actually wasn't, because I'm actually doing it to make things like a dam. And then you figure out a way to meter that power, and then you get that money back. So, and then you get more money or whatever. So anyway, so on these dams and some of these other projects, I figured this out to where, I don't really know if it works. It might just be crazy. So I called it the lasso effect or whatever, where it's going out in the back. And anyway, yeah. And then a whole bunch of workers have money and jobs and all that other stuff. It's this crazy idea I came up with a long time ago that I called the lasso effect. Or it's not really a lasso though, it's just like, you goes out and then it comes back to you, but slowly. So over time. So anyway, it's a weird thing. I can't really describe it accurately, I guess. But maybe I'm just crazy. But anyway, though, it's how your money keeps value. Anyway, and I used it with a lot of things, making new toys or making new factories, whatever, where I'm printing money to pay workers and they're being paid and they're building things. And then I would be out money, but I'm not really out money, because then people buy those things, and then so I get that money back and maybe a little bit more. So it's where, you can have money without having money, basically, or something like that. Anyway, though, it's one of those little effects that I started using, that's like, well, the workers get paid no matter what, and we'll just get back later on or something. It doesn't always work, especially if you have embezzling. But anyway, though, but I mean, by the time the embezzling happened, like one person said, they were embezzling from you like crazy, and you didn't even feel it. It's like, yeah, well, I'm that rich. Realistically, I'm that rich and that powerful and that whatever. So, and like I say too, I mean, when you're as big as me and you actually own a country, it's like, well, they embezzle from you, but then they go and buy houses, and then they go buy a new car. And since I own the car industry, most car industries, and most, it's like I just. Like, no matter what you do with the money, it's going to go into one of my companies, pretty much. And then, anyway, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, but it's true, though. Anyway, I use it a lot with a lot of the different countries, too, where you would think you're going broke, you're spending money like crazy. It's like, yes, but I'm going to get it back. So, anyway, it's how to properly run a country, I guess. Anyway, I use it probably with Germany and probably with Ireland and all these other countries, and even America, where I'm using what I call the lasso effect. So, anyway, and then I back it with gold or metal, so you can buy like gold or iron or metal or toys or whatever. I back it with products. So it's a little trick I did. So I'm the creator, so I don't really have to do tricks, but. I like to get people into it, and it's like, well, this is going to work. So, I'm Lucifer. Anyway, that's another reason why Lucifer Star gets to become so well known, because I come up with all these ways and all these things, and I figure out how to pay for stuff. I figure out how to invent stuff, and I figure out all this stuff, as I go along, basically, where I'm getting everyone, even though you're already my life forms, but I'm bringing you back into what is me.